my Home Life Remodel. It is Sunday morning and I'm at the house trying to get some stuff ready because my dad is going to come over and help us start working on the walls to get them paint ready and fill in a drywall patch maybe of a hole that the plumbers did that they shouldn't have. And then my uncle's coming over to look at the paint job because he's a professional painter. So, makes me a little bit nervous. My family's a family of perfectionists, and this house is still kind of look like a disaster zone. The floors are covered in cardboard, the stairs are covered in the plasticky tarps because Nate isn't done yet. But the second floor is pretty much paint ready. Nothing else is going to go on there except for the bathrooms, and they're kind of getting their way. So, I come from a family of modest men, so I might need to do some sneak photography to get that on camera. I don't know, but we'll see. So while my dad and uncle are here, I forgot to get much filming done, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It was exciting because my brother Dan stopped by as well and got a tour of the house. He hadn't seen it in months, and so I think he gave the best compliment. Carrie, it's a house now instead of a disaster pit. But I didn't get to do any filming then either. I was kind of caught up in other stuff. Thought their visits went really well. My dad's got a lot of progress done. He'll be coming back to finish that piece off. Alright, so this is how far my dad got with the project. He had to cut the hole out bigger to get to the studs. And then he cut some, I don't know, 2x4s. They look kind of thick to me. And he mounted them on the inside. However, he had to get shims to bring it as close to the front as he can because the drywall and plaster combo that they use in this house is much thicker than a standard drywall, which would have been 1/4 or 1/2 inch, maybe even 3/4, but the gap he has to fill is 1 inch to 1 1/4 inches at one end. So he finished what he could for today. He's got to come back with some more shims and stuff like that, and then he's cut out his piece. He'll put it in. He's got a bucket of tools there. So this was one of my projects for the weekend. I was scrubbing down this wall, which had a lot of wallpaper and remnants on it. It was one of 2 rooms that have wallpaper on the upstairs, and it took a lot of scrubbing with hot water and a Brillo pad type of thing. But here is the end result. This is about 6 hours worth of scrubbing here, and it's a little hard to pick up, but if you saw the before, it was just paper all over it, so pretty happy with that. This is the vanity for the master bathroom, and got the first coat of the poly coat on top to make it more waterproof. Definitely want to get at least 3, but this might be a project that I keep doing until we're ready for the plumbers to come in and actually hook it up. And here's the hall bath. Before, the tile was stopping at the edge of the window, and we had the tile guys come back, finish out the rest of that wall to make it look more complete, and they're coming today to grout it, and then they'll be done in this room. And here is the master bath where the tile guy decided that he's going to replace some of this subflooring. First he was just going to do 1 or 2, and now it sounds like he's going to do as much more. I don't really know how much more, but it's exciting. I asked him if we could get this done by the end of February, and he said all signs point to yes. So the other thing that's been going on is Nate is really starting to tackle about getting the wood that we need for trim around the windows and the door frames, stuff like that. So he and Josh took a field trip to somewhere around Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania, I believe, on Thursday to look at a guy who supplies wood, and he has antique heart pine, and he also has something called southern yellow pine. I think you can get that in a reclaimed antique stage as well. So they're getting prices on that. It's a lot of wood. I think for just the boards to go around doorway trims and the window trims was something like 140 board feet because we have 2 very large doorways, a really large window, and then headers over some of the ones that have been cut where the walls used to be before. Nate, I think, has everything sanded in the house now. So once he's done that, I think I'm going to do a major cleanup because kind of like we did at the end of the summer, we did a really big cleanup and it just felt so much better. And I think this whole house would feel better if we just cleaned it up. And I started today by cleaning the bathroom, so that was a big touch. Disgusting. But anyway, that's where we're going from here. All right, and I did one more paint sample this week, and I think we might have a winner. To the right, you'll see the one that turned out a little too purpley. It was supposed to be a beigey top. So I went and got another one. This one is called Gray Ghost, and I think it's a gray beige top. Josh thinks that there's some purple still in there, but he's okay with it. And I think it looks good with the countertops, good with the wood, looks good at the fireplace. Over here, I did a bunch of samples just to get it in different light and everything. There's the old sample and the bigger new sample. So there's one more there too. So that might be a keeper. I guess that's really all for this week. Thanks for watching and tune back next week for more.